Absolutely gorgeous. Lots to talk about in this one. Tide is still out. We are at East Halton. It is on the south bank of the Humber. There's my rods. Different rods today. We'll tell you why. We're next to the chimney and we're in Bay 57. I weren't meant to be coming here. I was meant to be going somewhere else. But I didn't get to go there because somebody phoned me up and says, come fishing. So, he didn't want to go where I wanted to go. He wanted to come here at the put worst. So this is where we're at. So, more to talk about that in a minute. So you will see someone else here. I bet you can't guess who it is. So keep watching. This is Verns fishing after a long layoff. Long for me anyhow. Talk more about that later. And we're going to fish this river. It is seawater. It is proper fishing. And what a beautiful sight it is. So let's cut for the intro and I'll see you in a bit. That is absolutely cracking, that, isn't it? I did want to fish East Halton during winter because I normally fish it when all the mad rushes of her. I know all you're going to catch is a flounder or an eel back then, but I ain't bothered about that. But we are actually here. It is November. It is December the 3rd. There you have it. December the 3rd. It has been 3 weeks. 3 weeks. It's been yonks. I just haven't fished. And I'll talk more about that later. We do what I bought the newbies that have just clicked on and we'll think, oh, is he going to do any fishing? Of course I'm going to do some fishing. But I've just phoned my mate that's coming. And I said to him, right, I'm here. I've got the spot. I've got your room to park your van. He says, oh, right, okay. I says, you are coming, aren't you? Because you said you wanted to come here at the put worst. And he's like, oh, yeah. And I said, well, you better come or else I'm going to tear you a new arsehole. I wouldn't do that. I don't want to go down there. But yeah, for 1 minute, I didn't think he was going to be coming. He said, I'm going to be here about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I said, don't worry about it. I'm here. Because I wanted to fish somewhere else. So we are here. He'd better turn up or there's going to be trouble, I'll tell you. But it's a beautiful day. There's no wind. Yeah. I shall talk more about why I haven't been fishing. And I ain't bothered either. It's good that I've come here because it's going to be an easy session. It might just get me back in it. But I'm afraid to say I've lost my mojo. And the weeks can go. I've got videos that'll keep me into January, but as of today I've got seven videos, 7 weeks. It is the 3rd of December. I've already filmed a Christmas one. Well, you've seen it already by the time you see this. Caught my cod in the New Year one, didn't I? So I was chuffed about that, catching 2 of them. Then it went all wrong. Look at this down there. Someone's broke the tip of the rod. Can you see that there? I don't know what sort of rod that is. I bet you it's a Chinese make of rod. That's all I'll say. Mine might get down there and all. Right, let me just get back onto fishing, Vernon. Get back onto fishing. Well, it's all been about fishing up to now, hasn't it? We have brought out a retirement, the Vercelli Oxygens, Cobra KWs. You can't buy these now. They have, I can't find them now. But they are a 4.5 metre rod, 100 to 300 gram casting, free section. I just bought them, not for 300 grams because that's ridiculous. It will chuck an 8-ounce weight out with bait. I've done it many a time. But I got them because I figured if it's got a 300 gram casting weight, as claimed, then it's going to be quite a nice stiff rod, and it is. It's a nice blank. I have stripped that rod and rebuilt it, put bigger eyes on, made it to use for the River Humber. So the reason why I bought them today and not my Ziplexes, I've got my Ziplexes in the van actually, but the reason why I brought those is for this, because it sticks my rod out further, so when I'm reeling I can flick it on, because we don't want to keep reeling in and getting snagged up all the time. Now I know how not to do that, because I'd look like a right Charlie, wouldn't I? I'd look like Janet and John fishing here, getting caught up all the time. So yeah, the longer rod just makes it a little bit easier to fish them out like this. And but the main thing is the reels I use and the line that I use, and it's not braid, but it's bloody good line, and I can reel everything in and all the weed will stop at the top. So yeah, here we have it. There's my van. I'll shut the lid if a car drives past, but you don't get too many down there. And there we have it. I'm going to make myself a coffee now. There's a barge there. Must have it's probably dredged something out. They've probably dredged something down at Hull, put it on that barge. They're going to dump it out at sea, I don't know. We've got the Immingham port here. That sky's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? And you ain't going to see a lot of me until I start fishing. I might introduce my guest when he turns up. He'd better turn up, because I could have been somewhere else set up by now, sat in my shelter enjoying myself. So we're here to enjoy ourselves there. Hopefully Scoot will be here. He'll probably be chastised because he's still a puppy, bit of an handful, and he's a big dog. He jumped up my missus the other day with his paws, front paws on her shoulders. She didn't know what was happening. It was like the... No, I ain't going there. Right, this is it. This is where I'm fishing. Bay 57 at East Halton. And yeah, I might as well just tell you now. No, I ain't going to tell you now. We'll leave it at that. I'll see you in a bit. Well, I ain't fishing, but I had to come back. And I'm not one of these for shouting about it anymore. But I guess I now am, aren't I? But yeah, can you notice the difference here? Hey? Can you notice the difference? Hey? Yeah, I've litter picked this whole bay, look. Can you see that? Even the seaweed is gone. I can't sweep and shovel that shit out of the corners because I ain't got a brush and a shovel. Otherwise, I bloody would do. But I just don't understand. I ain't bothered about it, because you just pick this shit. There's another fag in there. You just pick this sort of crap up, don't you? Well, some people do, some don't, clearly. But it's not all fishermen, is it? I would say down here probably 80% is fishermen. I don't know. Well, I do know. Well, I don't know. I don't know, because that would be wrong for me to say, wouldn't it? In this communist state that we live in at the minute, you could probably go to prison for stating that. It's fishermen. But what you also get down there is you get lots of people, young, old, joggers, coming down there, and they have their snap, which could be who uses orange line. I'll get that in a minute. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, that barge is coming back. Look, can you see it? They've probably gone out and dumped whatever. Yeah, so you get people come down there and look at the water. They might come down there and eat the chips, burger, pizza and whatever else. And and then they just throw it out of the fucking car, don't they? Because I don't know why. Is it the sort of person they are? Are they closely linked to cyclists? Are they closely linked to those idiots that drive at 50 mile an hour on a 60 road, and then as soon as you get into a 30 village they still do 50 mile an hour while I slow down to 30? Are they all interlinked from the same breed, same species, whatever? I don't know. But yeah, it hasn't took me long, has it? And oh, we're not doing it to get a huge video of huge views, because it's just what you do, isn't it? So you can't blame just one people that are here. There was a squid and some mackerel wrappers, and that was it. 3 of them. The rest of it's tin cans and lots of line though. And I don't like leaving line about it. If I'm fishing wherever, and whoever's watching this and who's a fisherman, I hope you listen and just think about it. I ain't telling you to do it, because who am I? Just a Norfolk twat, innit? But that fishing line can get round birds' feet. I was watching East Anglia the other day. He was on Galston Pier, and there was a little tiny plover, I think it was, with line or a bait elastic round its feet, and obviously he couldn't get hold of it to get it. He never mentioned it, but I then started thinking, do I need to get a net or something so I can net these birds and then get the stuff off them if you see them, because it's always about being prepared, innit? But yeah, it just goes to show that all these little bits of line and stuff, it does get tangled round, and you might think that a bird is just it's just a bird venom, it's just a fish venom. Well, what's the point? You know, it is what it is, isn't it, pet? And but that's not the case. That has a life, done. Everything in life has a life, doesn't it? And they should all be given the best chance of living that life to its full. And if you leave line or something, it gets round its feet and then its foot falls off, or it can't feed because it can't get about, ain't really good, is it? It's not the right thing to do, is it? But then some people don't care, do they? That's why you get some people. Everyone's different, aren't they? That's why you get people like me that always pulls back at the last minute. Not with a wife, like, not with a wife. But people like me that pull back at the last minute, and there's those that don't pull back and end up getting in trouble with the police, and some may go in prison because they just don't. That's the way they are, you know. That's the human race. It'd be a dull old world if we were all the same, but you know, perhaps it's a case of I was brought up in a world where it said, well, all those stickers, not turn the lights off, not that one, save power or whatever it used to say. What do you say used to stick on your switches? It's not that. It's a case of litter. Don't pick your litter up. Remember them stickers everywhere? Well, I grew up in a time when that was the case, but nowadays I don't think people really care, do they? Get it in there and I'll be able to get the bastards out. Got it. But yeah, but doesn't this look better? I don't know if I caught it at the beginning of the video, and I'm sure I'll drop something. We all drop stuff, but look at that now. Doesn't that look slightly better? Apart from the 2 piles of soil, which I'm sure everyone pisses in, rather than pissing along this bank, you know, so it don't smell. Now this bay doesn't smell, so I think we're all right. At the beginning of the year, I fished down there in a bay and I had to leave. Because it was rank. It stunk. And one of my subscribers, Scott, I hope that cleared it up for you, Scott, why all my videos are late. That's because I have to film lots of videos to keep putting them out on a Wednesday night. Otherwise, I would end up not putting a video on a Wednesday night and letting my supporters, subscribers and fans down. And we can't have that, can we? Like, so yeah, Scott went in that bay, and he come up when I went down for him to pull my rod apart because my rod seized up. yeah, he says it stinks down there. I said, yeah, that's why I left. I was in this bay. Now, down here, we've got these rocks. I'm not that keen on this bay. I'm only in this bay because, not the fact that the water comes in first either. I'm in it for that parking space. And if John don't park in that, I'm going to tear him a new armpit. That's what I'm going to do. So I can sit in the van here. My fishing rods are here. I can light all this area up, and hopefully it'll give you a good video. But yeah, I just wanted to get rid of all this seaweed and stuff because it attracts flies and stuff, and it's not good. So I don't like fishing there because these rocks, if I was to go if I was to go 3 bays down onwards, there's no rocks. It's mud silted up to the cedar fence. But the problem with that is, and this doesn't bother me, the water comes in here first because this is lower, because these rocks will be all the way along there, but it's silted up. So yeah, if you come here to, do you know what, you see bits of line, look, I've picked that, look, and it's still there. Look, can you see that? How can you miss it? Unbelievable. I've had a coffee. I'm still waiting for the water to come in. John, oh, it's just spoilt to enter. Yeah, I'm fishing with spoilt today, and yeah, he's now on his way. He's just been gone from his house to Skeg, and from Skeg to here. And if he don't come here, I'm going to tear him another armpit, I'll tell you. Hey, he just rang me, said he's now left, he's now on his way. So yeah, birds are feeding down there, look, can you see that? Sorry about walking about, but I'm the same with a telephone. We'll give it a good go here. I'll tell you what, where that, there's a great big puddle out there, can you see that? Where that water's all flat there? There's something underneath there for that to do that, isn't there? If I could cast out to there, that would be fantastic. I bet you'd be into the fish straight away. And the only problem with that is your line will go shooting down. Who's that? Look, I'm going to answer this call, because that's Keith. I'll speak to you later. Well, that battery just went. It's because it's cold. I've only done about 10 minutes videoing, and it's gone. So yeah, John's just had a fish on, but it's fell off, which is good for the fish, because otherwise it got bonked on the head for a fish gate. So we are here today with, we've got Scoot, but he's just settled down. Here's Luna, and Roscoe, he spat his dummy out over there, look. So yeah, Luna's been in my van all the time. She's got oil on her back because she's been under a truck. Scoot is don't eat them then, does he? So yeah, we are, well, where are we at? I am about to cast out, and the reason I'm about to cast out is because the water's just come in. The water has just come in, so I'm going to be casting out. There's some chaps fishing down there that John knows, but then he knows everybody. So they're down there. There's a few cars down there, but they're not fishing in all the bays. But yeah, I've forgot to take my tablet at the right time, and it's been like 2 hours since I should have took it, and I'm filming it at the minute, so I've got to sort of like wait for it to kick in. So but it don't matter how many tablets I'm taking, my elbow, the tablets don't stop the pain in my elbow. So I can honestly say, if my elbow, well, if my hip was like my elbow, I'd have been at the hospital ages ago. I'm just hoping that this elbow don't get worse, but I've had it before. It's I've got a brace on it and cream on it, and the last time I had it was about 3 or 4 months ago, but it hurts for so many days and it just disappears. So I'm hoping, but I can't lean on it. It's hard work getting out of bed. You know, it's hard work getting off the sofa. But I can cast, so everything's fine, isn't it? Right, we're gonna get these chucked out here. Let me get this down here, set you up so you can see me. If I don't catch any fish down here, then what will happen is I shall move and John can bloody fish down there. Right, that sounds like that's in front of John. Yeah, it does. Never mind. Don't worry about that, can you? Come on, John. You all right? Don't worry about that. Yeah. And this one we shall chuck out. And I bought another reel. Whilst I've been here fishing, I've bought another reel. Off my mate. Right, where's that? There you have it. Over there. Right, where are they? Bloody hell, they're virtually parallel. Cock. One's out short, one's out longer. Yeah. It is December the 3rd, as you know, because I've already said. And yeah, you wouldn't think it was cold, but it's not. I'm perfectly happy in this top, but I'm going to put my coat on in a bit because it's got the shiny bits on it, so hopefully you'll be able to see me better. So yeah, but I don't think I need a coat on yet. Obviously I will do at some point, but yeah, so I haven't fished for 3 weeks. Well, the reason for that is I went to Gox Hill and you saw what I caught there. Had a great session. That was the New Year's Day video. You saw the 2 cod I caught and I was up for it. I was like absolutely banging. So I went back, and the day before 2 fish had been caught out and stuck all over Facebook, and I got back and I couldn't fish where I wanted to fish. It was busy, to say the least. So I fished where you saw me fish, and I thought I'll go back then in a couple of days time, which I did. I think that was the Tuesday, and then I went back on the Thursday. Well, I got back on the Thursday, got there early. Shouldn't be anyone there because people normally turn up at a certain time of the tide, and bang, it was busy. And it's been busy at me mark ever since. So yeah, it didn't go right. You saw that I caught I had a bite. I haven't seen the footage to see if there is a bite. I'm sure there will be that I missed. And yeah, it ripped the bait off the hook and everything. I was gutted. And what I should have done, I should have just chucked another rod out and had another go. But I didn't. And by the time I got I phoned John up the day after. I didn't get any sympathy there. And I just went into a demoralised fucking lump, sat in the corner of my front room shaking. So there was nothing I could do really, and I just thought, do you know what, I've had enough. So I didn't go fishing. That weekend I went for a walk with the wife and took Duke, daughter's dog. We walked from Gox Hill to nearly East Halton. Had a nice time and went and saw some people at East Halton and at Immingham. Went and saw Leskirk and Cole. So Colin. So I had some nice times, but I reeled in Les's rod while I was at East Halton, pulled in a little tiny 4-inch codlin, which I stuck up on Facebook for a giggle. But yeah, so I've had a break. Then it was that cold snap that we had, and I thought, fuck that, I ain't going out. I've got loads of videos in the bank, and that's the whole reason for getting videos in the bank, to combat the weather, to combat me thinking, oh sod it, I've had enough. And it's took till now, which has literally been 3 weeks, before I've gone fishing again. Well, 2 days under 3 weeks, because I last fished, I believe it was on a Thursday, and today's Tuesday, so. But 3 weeks is close enough. And in that time, there's been absolutely shitloads of codlin come out of the river, and I just haven't been bothered, because I've caught 2. I don't need to catch hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. It would have been nice, otherwise I wouldn't have got demoralised with her, but it's just the way it is. So here we are. Nothing else to say. We've got both rods out. I've chucked out one far, well, far, probably 50 yards, and the other one's probably about 25, 30. Fuck, my elbow hurts. And that's it. I've got blow lug on there, tipped off a bit of squid. We'll see what happens. I might get a pulley rig out and do a big bait to chuck out there, because it would be nice to catch a codlin. This is the time of year. I can't believe how warm it is. Apparently yesterday it was absolutely blowing the hoolie, wasn't it, John?
Yes, mate. Yeah, Norfolk.
Yeah. So it was blowing the hoolie in Norfolk, but here today it's like a spring morning. So early morning, because it's dark. And I'll see you in a bit. I'm going to keep watching these rods that you can see there, hopefully. I don't know if you can. Got cat hair all over my sock. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Right, John's caught himself and these other my other lines, so I'm going to reel mine in before he reels his other rod in. Isn't that right, John? Yeah.
That one's out the way.
I weren't planning on reeling in yet. We've got a fish.
You have?
Yeah. Saw the bite. I'm just waiting for you to finish fucking about. Let me get some up, John. You're gonna have to reel it round mine. What is this?
What you got?
Well,
Codlin.
we got ourselves a codlin. That's it. That's me done. I can pack up. We have got ourselves a little tiny codlin, and I don't care what size they are, because after I finished my last session that I was just talking to you about, that means the world to me. Yeah. There you have it. Right, I'll get him chucked back, and but yeah, one tiny little codlin, but gratefully received. So is my other line all right, still out? All right, brilliant. Well, that's good. I ain't got to get it in. So got ourselves a codlin. I couldn't get excited because for the simple reason being we had a bit of a tangle up, and yeah, but it's all been evaded But we took the rig off John's line because he brought his own line in on his other rod. And I took his rig off and said, there, he'll be able to pull that in now. Nothing will get snagged because it's gone through all the rocks. It's caught up on his swivel. So we should have cut the swivel off with a pair of scissors. So lesson learnt there. Anyone out there that does that, pull the line in, goes through a load of rocks, probably a good idea just to cut your swivel and everything off. And then you're going to get it back whether it's through rocks or not, aren't you? So yeah, one small little coddling, and that'll do me. I'm quite happy with that. That's another one to the list, and I've caught another one. You know, there's plenty of time to catch big uns. What's the matter, Scoot? Scoot's pleased for me, look. You can tell, can't you? Them hounds are bullying you, aren't they, buddy? Hey? Don't jump up my coat. No, 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 no. Sit. Yes, sit. Got no sausage rolls for him. This dog loves sausage rolls. He don't like squid. I've just given him a squid head while John weren't looking, and Roscoe ate it. So yeah. Some of you might have already noticed that I've got a new head torch, and I shall talk more about that shortly. But I bought it, I paid for it, because nobody loves me enough to send me one to try and give a review on it. So I had to buy my own dinner, John.
What's that, mate?
Me head torch.
Yeah.
No one loves me enough, does he? Even though I've used this brand all my fishing life until I got the Army Tech. But yeah, so I've got this one now and my Army Tech. And to be honest, I still really like my Army Tech. But we'll talk about this. I'm gonna not go through and say what I think about it until I've used it quite a few times, because once you're used to a head torch, putting another one on takes a while to get used to it. But at the moment, I can't really feel that it's on my head weight wise, but I have got a hat on, so it is on a hat. But we'll review it in summertime, when I haven't got a wool hat on and stuff, and I'll just talk about it. But yeah, I bought it, and I'll talk to you more about that in a bit, because I didn't pay the right money for it, I'll tell you. Right, we'll get this chucked out. Right, well, let's hope, yeah, bloody elbow that.
Move this rod over.
Right, that's split apart. So yeah, right, well, this head torch, if you can't guess what it is by looking at it, let me just turn that light down. After 3 weeks of not filming, yeah, it's getting a bit of getting used to. I daren't sit down, because if I sit down I'll seize up. So yeah, so this is a Fenix HP 35R, I think they call it. I've seen it on YouTube, and I thought to myself, that's quite good. What I will say is I'll show you what I think to it. But the thing is with head torches is, if you do it down the path, so take this in, if you're ever thinking of buying a head torch, don't listen to people's reviews on the telly saying this, that and the other, and then they sell it because they're just fucking idiots. The other thing is, if you're walking down a path with a torch on, you get reflective light come back to you, and it makes it look really, really bright. But really, it is bright, but it sort of like enhances it. The only proper thing, I think, is when you look out at sea, because the light doesn't get reflected, it just disappears. Now, the only head torches I think that are really good if you want to look out at sea to see your stuff coming, which I used to but not so much now, is the fact of having a focusable beam. Now, I've got a Fenix, my original H40R I think it is, which has got a focusable beam. If they actually did that torch, but big like this with the batteries and a brighter light, then you would not need to buy another torch apart from that, because you adjust it for spot and turn it out back in for floodlight. And that torch, if they did something like that, which I've actually told Fenix when they said to me, have you tried the 65 shadow thing, which I did buy that torch, I sent it back because I thought it was shite. I preferred my 40R, which you often see in my videos. The Army Tech torch that I've got is fantastic. It would be brilliant for bass and on rock marks, because it lights up a huge area all around you, as this does. But it's 70-80 quid for that torch, and that is a bargain torch. But the problem is, none of these torches have got focusable beams, not even this. If you had a focusable beam, you could probably focus it to 300-400 meters and it would actually light up out there, but light gets lost in that great big blackness of the water. It just absorbs it. I'll show you. This is the, I'll just do it on high beam. This is the flood. So that's on bright on flood. And this is on. So you can see there, that's pretty good, isn't it? It's lighting all that up, but it's bouncing back at you. So you've got that there. I can even light the chimney up. I can't see much because of my eyes are being affected by the light. But yeah, that's that. Even if I go down here and shine it down here, it lights up all the way down. And the only reason I bought this is when I'm fishing on my own, if I can hear something around me, I like to know what's around me in case it's someone coming up to rob me. Because I ain't got hounds like them. Scoot. Just a gentle flick, that, John.
Yes, I think I've been too far out in that place.
Right, dogs have calmed down. So this is it on that's on floodlight. So flood and spotlight, and that's as much as it is. So I can see probably 30 yards. So with this torch looking out into the water, I can see, if I don't breathe out and the steam goes over my eyes, which it is, I'll hold my breath. 40 yards. Yeah, 40 yards. So I can only tell you what I'm seeing. This is on full power, on spotlight, what they call spotlight, but it's not a focusable spotlight. And it's going 40 yards, at least, into the dark water, because it absorbs it. If I shine it down there, that lights up down there, all right, John, done it?
You want me?
It lights up down there, doesn't it?
Oh, bloody miles.
Probably go 100 yards, to be honest, about 120 yards. And then if you shine it into the trees, it'll bounce off it, so it really looks bright. but when you go out into this water, you don't get it. Now, I've got another torch, my other Phoenix. So, torch, am I happy with it? At this moment in time, yeah, it's okay. It feels comfy on my head. I thought it was going to be too heavy, but it isn't. So I'm happy with that. The floodlight is great for looking around there. So the good thing about this is you've got 3 settings. You've got spotlight, floodlight, and then flood and spotlight. So you can set them, all 3 of them, to what you want. So you can just go flick, flick, flick onto what you want. So you can have a spotlight not very far. You can have spot and flood really far, which I use for checking who's about, or if I'm reeling in so I can get out as far as I can. And floodlight just for walking around there doing my stuff. So that is fantastic with that setting, and it's already, it stays on it. So once you've picked your 3 settings, you've got a light that you can just flick to wherever you want once you're used to it, and it's great. These retail for 250 quid. The cheapest I've seen in the UK is £219 on a work site somewhere, the way they're selling it as a work light, because that's what it is, I guess. But I didn't pay that. I went on AliExpress and I had to trawl and trawl and trawl for like 2.5 months until I found a seller that was prepared to sell it into this country. And this torch, £250 it is in this country. I paid £138. That's all I paid. Can't fault it for that. Would I buy it at 250? Put it this way, I'd have been pretty disappointed, wouldn't I, John?
You're wasting, mate. You ought to be a market trader.
Yeah, I ought to be a market trader. But yeah, no, it's a good torch. It lights up what you want to light up. It doesn't go out far out there. You only see a long way if it's reflecting light back at you, and when you shine it on the water is the point that I'm trying to get across to you. You can't. I can only see 40 yards. So yeah, it's enough. I used to want to see where my line was all the time, but you don't need to see that. It's only when it pops its head up you want to see it. But I will show you my Phoenix 40R in a bit and shine it alongside this one. That one has got a focusable beam. If you want this torch, then go buy it. Go buy what you want. I'm not here saying it in. I'm just talking to you about what I've bought. They do make good head torches. You can't fault that. Most people have a Phoenix head torch. I've always had Phoenix head torches, but I've always had the same one, 40R, and I think it's 45, 50 quid for that torch. And the one that I've got is losing its power a bit now because it is over 2 years old, maybe even 3 years old, because the first one was faulty. It broke. And Phoenix, fantastic after sale service, they actually replaced that. I sent it to them and they said the torch is like 95-90% brand new. He said some of them that come in, and even though it had run out of warranty, they then replaced it for me, which is great. So which is the torch I've got now. But yeah, I bought this. The only reason I bought this is, like I say, I got it at £138. But you have to trawl through it because apparently some people over there won't post to this country because there's too much paperwork. So yeah, I just wanted to let you in on that. That's why I've got this. And yeah, that's Christmas, isn't it? And over the next weeks and months, I will give you a full review on this torch of what I think. They're my initial thoughts at this moment in time. But John has just said that lights up really well. So what's your torch like out to sea, John? Not as good as that?
No, it's good. Mine's a Phoenix, mate.
Yeah, I know. John's got a Phoenix. It's a 30R yours, isn't it?
I don't know, I can't remember.
Or 25R, isn't it? One of them anyhow. John's don't light up. So this does light a lot more than what John's does, but it doesn't go. I think they claim, well, they claim hundreds of meters. And it probably does if you're looking over there. So there you have it.
That's mine, I don't know what it is.
No, I don't.
They're 120 quid anyway.
Yeah, well, they're all a lot of money, aren't they? So, can you see that there? That's the chimney lit up. I don't know if you can see that. That's spotlight and floodlight. That's floodlight. And that's spotlight. So it does shine up down there. I think I've done enough of this now. I'll show you what my torch is like next to it, and we'll see what it's like. But what I do like about it is the fact that you've got the free toggle setting, so you can set the light for doing different things, and you can just flick to it, and that's it. You ain't got to keep going through it all. Once it's set, and you just turn it 3 times or twice or once. See you in a bit. I'm getting bored. So there's John, reeling his stuffing, ain't you, John?
What, mate?
This battery's holding out. I bought 4 new batteries. They were new old stock, if that makes sense. Not been used. They come with a guarantee, but the guarantee's over now, I think. But yeah, one of them, which was this one, I put it in the charger just to check it was charged up, and it had to charge up, so it had lost charge whilst just sat in my box. So I think it's a dud one. So I have got 3 good ones. Here it comes. Well, that was a bit too much of a flick, mate. Nearly killed you and nearly took me rod out. What reel's that, John?
A rocket, mate.
That's a rocket. No magnets?
No magnets. Well, just 2.
No magnets on that. No, 2 brake blocks.
Oh yeah, 2 brake blocks, no magnets.
Yeah, no magnet on that, because this chap can cast. He's a smooth caster. Whereas me, I need 2 monomags on mine. Well, you're certainly catching your lines and your rigs up this time, aren't you, mate?
Yes.
I think you're losing it.
Losing something.
Is it the little codlin that I've caught that's put you on edge?
No, mate, no.
No?
I like to give you a head start.
Oh, right, you give me a head start. Ain't he good? Is that the warm coat then?
Yeah, I warmed up a bit now.
Are you?
A bit different to last night. Well, last night was windy, but it.
Oh, I hate the wind.
Feels so cold.
It weren't windy in my front room, mate. Oh, did I tell you? I have told you I got me cool delivery, haven't I?
Yeah.
Well, my briquettes. You can't get cool anymore.
Can't you?
No. Those tossers in power of our country that run it for other people that are globalists just saw fit not to have coal anymore. I mean, we've only got 500 tons plus underground, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? If we actually used it and then sorted out the fumes that come out of the chimney from the station, yeah, so it come out clean, we'd actually have lower taxes, wouldn't we?
Yeah. I had a couple of years being a coal.
Did you?
In the winter when shrimping was back. Hard work.
So you've been a coolman?
Hey?
You've been a coolman?
Yeah, only for a couple of winters.
What'd you do summertime then?
Picked up fruit, raspberries and...
All right. Well, those jobs only go to Europeans now.
Yeah. And I had a 7.5 ton, can't remember what it was now.
What, raspberry?
No, was it? Might have been a Bedford lorry.
Oh, right. Luton?
No, flatback.
Oh, right.
I was going down the road one day and felt a bit of a waddle on my steering wheel, and my front wheel come flying past.
Shooting past you. Yeah, I only got 3 bags of coal. £81, I think it is.
How much?
81. Do you know, I remember coal being, you used to be able to buy dingles, which are little tiny shitty stinky things.
Yeah.
I never bought them, but they were like £7.30 a bag. And I used to get doubles, washed doubles I used to get, and they were £11.80. Now it's 20 odd pound a bag, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's all right. The good thing about these briquettes you get now is you can take the far guard off. Yeah.
They don't spit.
And they don't spit, exactly. So all the holes that I got in my carpet round the fire, I don't get any more. What rig's that, mate?
Just a one.
Single cod rig. I call them cod rigs. Single look, click that. Single snood.
Two.
You got two on there. Where's the other one?
On the bottom.
Oh right, yeah, in floating around. One up, one down then.
Yeah, one there. I don't normally fish them. I do in the river, but I don't.
I might get a. I'm gonna get a pulley pennel out, and I'm gonna make a big bait up, mate.
There ain't a lot about, is there?
You just dropped the worm on the floor.
Yeah,
I'll put him back because you can't waste him. He deserves to be used, you know.
see him?
Yeah, I got him. I just can't get down there. Oh. I'll go put him in where it's warm, because that's the sort of chap I am, mate. Let's put him in there. Let's do that up so they keep warm. Bless him. He's a brute with them worms. Right, I've got him sorted, mate. You'll catch a cod on that, you know that, don't you? Right, do you want any tips on catching? What's that doing? Is there a boat out there?
Yeah, one or two, look.
Right, let's there we go. That's only a light flick again. He's only doing light flicks.
Get too far out here, the bloody.
He's only doing light flicks because I'm out casting him. So he's doing light flicks just so it looks like he's just putting them out short. Isn't that right, John?
Yes, mate, yes.
Yeah, that's right, you see. Got a story corner in a bit, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Story corner in a bit. I'm going to check these rods.
I think that's what we talked about.
We've sorted it, we know what you're talking about. Yeah. So yeah, I've put out my 40R, and it's an old one. It's very old. I'll strike my new one up and charge that up and use that and see what the difference is. But that went about 25 yards into the water. You see, there's nothing wrong with the light. It's just the fact of, I think when they test them, it's down somewhere like that reflects light. But this was at about 45 yards actually, which is plenty to reel in, but it's just absorbed by all the darkness. And my Fenix 40R or whatever it is, went about 25, probably a bit further, but it was so dim you couldn't see anything. But I remember when I used to use it on when it was brand new, it used to go a lot further than that, so that's why I might get the other one out, but I don't want to get it out and charge it up to use it. Because once you start doing that, you've got to keep charging the battery up or else it starts to get weak. So all in all, am I happy with this light, with the price that I paid for it and the light that I can see? So I can now see if anyone's going to come and attack me or get me and shag me against the wall. What you got there? You've got a dab out of the Humber. So yeah, so I can see that. So it does what I want. Look at that, mate. Yeah, turn your light off.
They're hooked.
Look at that, eh? One little dab.
Better bloody nick than the one they are at
yeah,
on the shingle.
Right, that's not a cod though, is it, John? Or a codlin, is it? So am I still winning?
Sort of.
Better stamp of fish, innit? Mind you, I did catch it on your bait, mate. We've just had a discussion and I realised I ain't reeled that rod in. Fuck's sake, you fucking donkey nuts.
What?
Well, bloody rigs fell off onto the floor. Oh, God's sake. Wife will be going now. You're swearing, you're swearing. Fucking am swearing. Just clean my hands. Fuck. Right. Sorry about that. Kids, it's not big and it's not clever to swear. And I will be putting 10p in the old potty mouth tub. Is that recording? Right. Oh, water's in now, mate. I'm happy.
Yeah. Oh, cool, isn't it?
You can never see when you breathe out, can you? Well, I've still got bait on. I was still fishing, but nothing on it. So that's good, isn't it? Oh, bit of red weed, look. Bit of bloody shit and all. Remember, kids, it's not clever to swear. Yeah, well, as I use this torch, I'm getting to like it a bit more. Oh, that's good, isn't it, John?
Yeah.
Said to you, it's going to take quite a while before I get used to it, and I'm happy with that. But, to be honest, I don't know I've got it on my head. I don't know why I'm saying this. I bought the fucking light. Right. Right, I'm going to cast that straight out. Where are you, John? You to the left. Where are you? What you got on there?
Rockland.
Oh, John's caught a rockland. You know what that means? That's it for him. You up? Right, let's get this out. We have got a pulley rig on there. Squid and crab. Right, let's hope you don't cross over me, John. You stick in your swim. I know what you like, poaching. They all phone me up in Norfolk to warn me about you, you know. I'll probably cast that out too far because, to be honest, but oh balls, sorry about that. It's just getting used to it after 3 weeks. Well, it's been a nice evening. It's not cold, but then you'd say, well, because it ain't cold, you got a coat on, Vern. But yeah, it's not cold. We think we found a story for Story Corner because there's half of John's life we can't talk about when he was a gigolo, and Were you a male prostitute, John? No, no. He weren't then. I've misread it. But yeah, story corner in a bit, and we're casting out. I'm gonna get the other rig baited up, ready to go, which is a flapper rig. And yeah, it's not doing a lot, is it? We've had a codlin, and that was a fish finger, and a nice pretty dab. Oh, and a rockland. So now the match fisherman is kicking my ass yet again, isn't he? Was that out of my swim, mate?
Nowhere near.
Nowhere near my swim. Right. Once a poacher, always a poacher, I say. See you in a bit. Mind you, that's still there, John.
Hey?
That's gone slack. It's gone tight again.
Sure, mate.
It's gone tight again. That'll be all right, won't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't want to bring it in because it's. That'll be all right, won't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it better be. Oh, I've got a loop in my fucking reel. Shit. Fuck. It could be fucking miles away, couldn't it? God knows how that happened, right? Alan was telling me about loops in your reel.
What?
Loops. Had a loop on my spool.
Yeah, yeah.
That must have gone slack and... Don't go in a knot. Right, we're tight again. Right. We are fishing. I'm dead straight out, mate. John.
Yeah.
We've got one to the left over there, and I'm bang out in the middle of the bay. Right. Well, them buggers down there in that bay, and the chap, he won't hear me say this, calling him a bugger. He's lent me his ladder though, which is very nice of him. But he won't watch this because what happens is after 20 minutes he don't watch anymore because it's too long, or half an hour he said. So I said to him, why don't you watch half hour the next day then, and then finish it off on another day? Oh, I didn't think of that. Anyhow, those two down there, you know you are, he's just pulled out a 10 pounder. £10. I've pulled out of 1 ouncer. John's pulled out a flight of dab and a rockland. Pulled a 10 pounder out. They've had two, haven't they, John?
No, but he's had a flounder and a...
Flounder and a 10 pounder. Can't believe, I'm only telling you this now because when you watch this, it'll be the 22nd January. That's another good thing with getting videos in the bank. You don't give away secrets at the time when they're all there. Right, well, John's pulled me in a bit. The line went slack, but as soon as we unhooked the weight, the line, it took the slack out again. So it's nice and tight now. Then I found I had a loop underneath on my spool. Obviously when it went slack, probably. And, or when I was casting, perhaps, I don't know. When I was walking back to the tripod and then take the slack up. So I've just pulled that out, got rid of that, because I was only talking to Alan from Alan's Castaways the other day about it, and he said, you got to be careful, Vern. Don't forget to check out Mike at Case of Tackle. He sells all Layoff rods. He's got the new Crave. He's got the CBR, is it? Sound like a Honda motorbike to me, that. All of them, Creeds, you name it, whatever Layoff do. Mike at Case of Tackle has got it, and all you got to do is go on his website or go on his eBay page or give the chap a ring. But if you put in case to tackle, it should come up with a phone number. Give him a ring and buy your stuff if you're in the market for Achios. Any fish anywhere. What else does he do? Does all sorts. He sells hooks, weights, swivels, more weights, more hooks, line, main line, shock leader, bait elastic, shitloads of bait elastic, reels to cobble dogs with. So yeah, go give him a check out, because he's only a mate. He's not sponsor me or anything, but he's a good mate. You don't get many good mates in life. I think I've got one there, old Poacher, who's nicking my fish, ain't you, John? And then I've got Mike and quite a lot of others. So anyway, it's a good person. Go check him out. If there's nothing there you want, then obviously you don't buy it, do you? But if you're in the market to buy something and he's got it and you're happy with the price, go check him out. So I'm going to keep watching these rods because I want a £10. That's the only thing I'd like. If I only caught one more cod and it was a double figure, that'd do me. What's the matter with your line?
Bloody got wind knock.
Bloody hell, how'd that happen?
I don't know.
Well, I've just had a loop on my reel and you've got a wind knot the size of a...
What is it? There's nothing on there.
No.
I'm not down in the rocks now.
Yeah, you are, yeah, and there's your leading knot there.
Where?
There.
Yeah,
If you go down there and do it from down there, John, you'll get it out. You had a bite on it though, mate.
yeah, I did. I'm going to cut that one.
Do you want me to cut it while you get your weight out?
I'll cut it off there and flick it up, hopefully.
You what? Look at this. Now that's a wind knot, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Good job you haven't pulled it through the rings on your rod, mate, and because that would have broke your ring.
Just hold that. Just hold that. Don't know what's happened there. I'll just tie it together.
It's through it.
Yeah, no, I've just got to join it together.
Yeah. Yeah. Got some slack now. Yeah?
Yeah.
I've knocked your drag off.
See, this line was, I don't know what this line is, but
It's not Ruvex times 10, mate, so I don't know why you're using it.
it was just on the reel when I got it and I left it on.
Ah, see, that's the first mistake. You have to take the old line off to check the spool out, make sure it's not corroding. And give it a bit of a silicon lick. Yeah? That's what I do. I've just took line off one of my Abus and it was brand new. There was nothing wrong with it. Where are they gone? Get mine, they're on there. Oh, you got your slips there, haven't you? John's now lost his... scissors over the wall. You got another pair?
I was going to change this line the other day anyway.
You'll know you can.
I got £12 on yours, Paul.
12? What do you want that one for? Right. Are you reeling it in from up there?
I'll try to, mate.
Ah, it'll go wrong now, mate. You got to go over and get your scissors.
What happened there, then?
Oh, I told you to put the drag on. Oh, hang on, you're going to flick that up and that could fucking kill me. Well, how come that one? That was a bite, mate, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was.
There,
Yeah.
see him?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're going to have to get him, ain't you?
Yeah, just cast it out again. That's the first bite I've had close in.
Is it? Well, it'd be nice if we got a 10-pounder, wouldn't it?
Mm.
That's fishing, isn't it, for you? Well, that line's slack and all, mate. I've got 2 slack lines.
Oh, yeah. The cod on each.
Oh, I better check them out, and I only just put the buggers out. Right, let's not knock it, eh, lads? Let's not knock it. Right, we'll reel this one in first. Nothing on that. Hey-o. There you go. What? Next cast we'll catch one on that. Right, gloves on. Let's get this set up. You what, mate? I don't know if you can see John, he's about ready to climb over, fall in the river, Humber. I'll take your dog straight to the kennels, mate.
Hey?
If you fall in, I'll take your dog straight to the kennels. He's too big for me to look after. Right, let's get this out over here. Brilliant. Look, something smells, ain't me? Can you smell that, John? Right, that's that done. Right, so I'll get this rig baited up. I'm going to get another... What's that smell? Can you not smell something stinky?
Hey?
Can you smell something stinky?
No.
No, I can. It's not me. No, I'm all dry down there. Right, I'm going to get another pulley rig out, bait it up, and then bring that one in. So I'm going to fish a pennel, pulley, and a flapper rig, and have 2 rigs on the stand for this last section off time, as tide is now going, and give it a good shot now. bait's still on there, mate. Still fishing. Still fishing. It's alright that, mate. Squid and crab again. Gonna chuck it out down there, right to the right, because it's now going from left to right the water, and then I'm out of John's way because the last one was in his way, but that's only because I pulled it in or it got snagged up. So yeah, right, let's get this casted out. Listen, this is the one, eh? What do you reckon, John?
I hope so, mate. Coming up to the golden now, I think.
We ain't done Jack and Ori Story Corner yet.
No.
Right, let's get this over here. Get that over there. Turn that round. Don't fall down, because if it falls down, it'll be. Oh, the rod's over there, look. Right. I want this one on the right hand side, left hand side. Yeah, look at this. Put that in that cup. Get that over there like that. That's it. Get this in there. Like so. Knock that off. Oh, what? You are jooting. We're parallel again, mate. Oh, bollocks. You know what'll happen, don't you? It'll probably tangle up, and at this time of the day that ain't what we want, is it? Because you got another one. Ah, he's just taking the mickey. How many's that now? He's had 4 fish and I've had 1. I mean, I've had the king of fish, but not compared to the 10-pounder down there. Oh, I might have to drop one of these rods down so I can make sure these lines don't tangle up. Well done, mate.
Yeah, yeah. Not what we call for, but it's a good fight.
I need to watch you more, don't I?
Do what, mate?
I need to watch you more and learn off you. Well, you have to forgive me because I feel as I'm a bit out of sorts, but I don't think I am. I've got nothing to rant about because John's there keeping me calm, so my mind ain't going everywhere. But at the end of the day, you know what I think about this present government? They're all a bunch of twats. That's all I've got to say. If you can't understand that, then yeah, there's no hope for you. No hope. Because they're talking about pandemics now, aren't they? I'm not getting into all this, Tom. They're talking about pandemics now and they're getting injections ready. First, they said on the radio today they're getting enough injections in case there's a bird flu. pandemic. Well, what a load of shite that is. You can ask my missus about that. But yeah, that's the first one they're trying to scaremonger us, and the other one is that shit. Yeah, we've got that and all, haven't we? And it just ties in it with Donald Trump's 4 years as president, which their immigration has started to slow down. All of a sudden, he's not even in power. But yeah, he was in power last time. We come out with a cough, and now we've got and we got fucking bird flu, haven't we? Load of shot. Anyhow, that's it. I'm all calm now. Right, I'm gonna make up a squid and lugworm wrap. It's gonna be humongous, as big as the squid is, but the squid ain't big. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now, and that'll be my next one on the pulley rig. And obviously the next one on the other will be a blow lug and a bit of squid. Right, let's get this in. We'll get this one in and get it chucked out again. Is that under my line?
What, mate?
Is that under my line?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Oh, look at these shitty rocks. See, how are you going to get a fish over them now? This way. Trouble is, mate, will you go down if I get a cod on there, mate? Huh? If I get a cod on there, will you go down? See how we laugh then? I don't think he thinks I'm going to catch one. Right, let's get out down there. I think my light's on its way out. They last quite a while, these lights. That's alright, it's gone on it. It's gone on it. Right, let's get this caster out. I've enjoyed myself today, it's been quite nice. Nice weather at the beginning. Nice meeting up with John again. Right, let's get this out here. Went brilliant. I let go too late. I think I got away with it to a point. There you go. Where's the rod? That's it. We're alright. Got my drag set there. Still no. Right, that's it. Alright, let's have a gander.
At least I caught a codling.
What?
At least I caught a codling.
Oh! Hang on, John. John's caught a codling.
Monster.
Look at that. Humongous. Mate, we've both caught the same, haven't we? Give it a good chuck, mate. It's getting out a bit now, isn't it? Eased in. And he's gone as well. He's gone, mate.
Yeah.
Right. So we're out. I've just got on there squid and black lug. Cut the squid down its mantle. Put about 6 or 7 black lug in. Blow lug. And wrapped it all up. I think that's my last cast, because if I get snagged up, it's not fair on me to ask John to go over all the time. Not that he has yet. I haven't got snagged up because I know what I'm doing. But it's going to happen. It'll always happen at some point. So it's been an enjoyable day. It's been lovely, and well, it was quite warm at the beginning. I was just in my hoodie, and I wouldn't say it's cold now, but I've got my hand warmers on, and just with a neck scarf thing, snood, smooth, whatever they call them, look like a rubber Johnny with the end cut off, and then I pull it over my head. I suppose that's where you get dickhead from. But yeah, it's been a nice day. It's been good company. We've got Story Corner yet. We decided to do it at the end. First trip out in 3 weeks, and it might just get my mojo back. Once you, because I was fishing once and twice a week to get all these videos to help me out, and it's my choice to do it. None of my videos I claim to be up to date. My videos are what they are, and it's a video for you to watch. You take out of it what you take out of it. You either like it or you don't like it. You either watch all of it or you watch 20 minutes, I don't know, or a minute. Whatever you do helps the channel. Don't forget to click and subscribe, drop us a comment and all that. But it has been enjoyable. Like I say, we're on the last cast now, for me anyhow. Nothing else to say really. My hip is now feeling a bit better. I've kept on top of my tablets on that one. I was 20 minutes early, so hopefully I'll be alright. Light, well, my opinion of the light, as I thought it would, has improved. It's because it's brand new and you put it on. I'm not ever getting rid of my Army Tech, because it's a brilliant torch, and probably use it summertime. But it is now my backup torch. So yeah, this is good. And like I say, it's the toggle switch. You can set each of the 3 light emitters to whatever brightness you want, and then you can just click through. So yeah, I like it. It's all right, but I don't know if I'd have paid £250 for it or £220, but £138 I don't think's too bad. You can get other torches, head torches that ain't as good as this, and this is brighter than my 40R or whatever it is. But then that's like 3 or 4 years old, so it has lost some of its oomph, which I've been noticing just lately. I'll get the other one out and we'll try it, but yeah, I'm quite happy with this, but I certainly wouldn't have paid top dollar for it. Oh, have I got a boat there? I'll keep watching these like an hawk. I can't remember, that's the old one, isn't it? I have got another rig baited up. I might chuck another one out, but you'll see when I do it. Not real light, do I? I think that's that way. Oh, fuck. What's up? You jumped up? No, what way is that round? Right. I'll go back over. Am I under it?
Yeah.
Oh, you bastard!
You alright?
Nearly went on the floor then. No, I'm still on it, John.
Is it?
No, yeah, I'm alright.
Right.
Well, that's that one put to bed. Yeah, I do like this torch, the fact that you can just turn it and get the setting you want. So, that's one rod in. That's one rod in, we'll put that to bed. And I shall keep an eye on the other one, but nothing's moving. Nothing is moving. So, it's what it is, isn't it? It'll get better. I'm just chuffed I've caught a fish, and it's a codling, so that's the main thing. I don't care how many I get, as long as I just catch one, that's good. Not greedy. How many you had, John?
3 flounders, a dab, a rock pulley, a white tin, and a baby codling.
Yeah. See, match fisherman. He's a champion of all champions. He's snagged up, mate. John snagged. Well, hang on, let me reel mine in, because if you've got to go down, you can get mine. Look at your Christmas present.
Bit of a job to get down there.
Oh, don't tell me I've got a fish on this. Ah, bollocks.
What? Are you snagged as well? Wait a minute, mate. You're getting close.
Thought I had a fish on then, so I slowed down, didn't flick it hard enough, and I flicked it literally into the last rock where the wall goes down. So happens to us all, doesn't it? John's a saviour though.
Walk round the path.
There's a big bag of rubbish, look. What a load of shite.
Where's your line, mate?
My line. Got it, it's just hooked in there, so it's quite easy. Just chuck it up here, John. Thank you, mate. You got yours? He's a good lad, isn't he? Hey, you'll go to heaven, John, you know that, don't you? Whoa! Nearly pulled your rod off. You don't want to be pulling your rod off, mate. You got it?
Winding it in.
Yeah, I can do. Hang on, hang on. This reel needs some. God, you haven't wound this on level, are you?
No, mate, if I can pull it up there.
Hang on, let me get this.
Keep winding the last
Well, I would say to you, John, when you come to sell that Ziplex, give me first shot at it, but I know you won't. I'm still waiting. Hang on, mate. Let me just get this up in case it's snag. I'm still waiting for my profile. Yeah, brilliant, mate. Thank you. Well, that's that over. I'll be back in a minute once I've got them bits done. Right, John, so what's the story in John's Story Corner, mate?
I'm running out of them a bit, mate.
Well, you're just a bit shy. Right.
There's one out. So what about the time I met Ray Mears?
Yeah, that sounds good, and I ain't heard this one.
Yeah. Well, I got this. Well, it's a bit strange that week. I had 2 or 3 phone calls. I had one from Barry Norman's daughter.
Yeah.
She wanted to come out. She was writing a book about the fens, and she wanted to come out eel fishing. Anyway,
right.
She turned up, like dressed to the nines.
Was she?
Yeah, and she brought a mate, and they come out for the day with me anyway.
Yeah.
Then there's another one rang up. I can't remember, 6 silver fish or something. I can't remember. He wrote a book about 6 different species. He come out in the boat with me. He was all posh.
Yeah.
But then I got a phone call from ITV. Is it ITV with Ray Mears?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. We're doing well. When Ray Mears did round Britain in his canoe.
Yeah.
They said, "Can you come to Skullthorpe?" I think it was near Fakenham.
Yeah.
And was a raptor sanctuary there.
Right.
I said, "Can you come and we'll film you and
What's
Ray
a
Mears?"
raptor?
Owls and.
Oh, right, okay.
And can you film you emptying your eel nets, blah blah blah. I said, well, I can. I said, but I don't think there'll be any eels up there. I said, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bring some eels in the week.
Yeah.
Put them in the nets. Then make out of caught.
Right.
Well, you can do that, but you can't tell Ray Mears.
Right.
Right, because he's meant to be like foraging the countryside. Isn't
Yeah.
he? What nobody knows is
Yeah.
he put his canoe in for about 100 yards, take it out, and then go to the hotel.
All right.
Right, so it
Well, he's a bit chubby, isn't he?
Yeah. Probably eating all the hotel food.
Yeah.
He? Anyway, what I did say to him was, I said I got caught out with ITV years ago when they said they were going to pay me for filming me.
Yeah.
I said, so I'm not coming unless it's going to cost you 100 quid.
Yeah.
Right, and I want it before
Yep.
I start filming. Yep, that's all right. Right, so anyway, puts my eel nets in, put my eels in it. A week later, I come back when Ray Mears is meant to be rowed all the way from Timbuktu to Fakenham, if you like.
Yeah.
He's come wandering down. Oh, hello, John.
And he's just done 100 yards.
Yeah, done 100 yards. And he said, hello, John, blah, blah, blah. What are your caught? So I took my eel nets out and showed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, all very good. And nice to see him, off he went. But I said to him then, I said, well, you haven't paid me the 100 quid.
Right.
Well, we ain't got it. I said, well, I ain't leaving here till you give me it. So
Right.
all the cameramen and everybody had to club around and get me 100 quid. This was a few years ago, so
Yeah.
a lot of money. But it was all like, how can I put it, false. It was,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, that's a bit of a
There's a
ball.
few people like that, isn't there?
Yeah, but they said whatever you do,
Yeah.
don't tell Ray Mears you've put the eels in the nets because
Oh,
you
right.
think you've caught them.
I don't think he'll watch my channel, mate.
No, they won't, mate. No, yours is too more realistic.
Yeah.
He's a nice enough bloke.
Yeah.
You know. But
His shit stinks like everyone else's though, doesn't it?
yeah. But Barry Norman's daughter, she was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She have heels on.
Yeah, she. You know them big long barber coats. That come down. She got them high heels, and I said, you know, you got to get in a bloody boat, don't you? Yeah, I'll be all right. She said. She said, well, I've got my mate with me. I said, yeah, jump in then. And they bought me some Marks and Spencer's chocolates.
Right.
Right. This other client, I can't remember what book he wrote now. He didn't. He just, you know, sort of using the booze me to get some information on eel fishing. But I had more fun with Barry Norman's daughter than I did with.
Steady on, mate. Steady on.
Yeah, not like. Yeah.
Your wife could be watching this.
Yeah, she will do, mate. Yeah, she will. Yeah. But I mean, that's a bit of not an exciting story. Really.
No. You got to come to terms with the other part of your life where you got to tell a story at some point, mate. But we'll give it time.
Give it time. Yeah.
But no, that's good, mate.
Yeah.
So that's Ray Mays then.
I have met
100 yard paddling.
Yeah, in his canoe.
Yeah.
Which is a load of bollocks, really, isn't it? It's all put on for the camera.
Don't get closer, mate. You'll get you lose your head. You got your spot. Sit on your cross there. So have you enjoyed tonight, mate?
Yeah, we ain't got the cod we come for.
No,
mate.
they did down there, didn't they?
Yeah. I'm pleased because Dave's only just started sea fishing.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he said that to me earlier.
Yeah, so if he's caught a 10-pounder, he's done really
yeah.
well. My best was 11 pounds.
I ain't as gutted as I was on my last session when I caught nothing, had a good bite, and missed it,
yeah.
And that chap Chris caught 2 cod. Yeah. Codling further up. I was absolutely mortified that night, but it's good to be out again. It's good fishing with you, mate. I've enjoyed myself, and I hope you've managed to put up with me enough.
Yes, mate. Yeah.
And I finally made you hot chocolate dinner.
Yeah, hot
chocolate. I weren't on form tonight, was I?
No.
I don't shut up, mate. Do I?
No.
And my hips just stopped hurting, so.
We ain't done too bad. We ain't snagged up too bad.
It's been a nice night, and as chilly as it is, it ain't that cold, is it?
No,
if the wind was blowing, it'd be biting, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, what was it that Norby when we fished it here last time?
Yeah.
That was cold.
Oh, it was bitter, wasn't it?
But so what day is it today? Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Got the teams of 5 in a 50-mile-an-hour gale of wind at Galston Sunday. I think it's still on.
Yeah.
We've got to move it from the Norfolk to there for a bit of shelter.
Yeah.
So we're doing very well at the minute.
But you're doing well in the competition, aren't you?
Well, I think I'm winning the Norfolk League. I'm not too sure, but I think I am.
Right.
There's 1 match to go. I really needed to be in the top 5 last night, but I was 6th. But that's not a blowout, really.
No. You got to just get a 1st, 2nd, or 3rd in the next one.
The next one, mate. Yeah.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Anyhow, take some of the tips that I've given you, mate, and then hopefully you will actually get that and come out on top, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I hope so.
I can only do what I can do and help you out, mate. But
yeah.
how you've caught all them fish, and I've using the same bait 10 yards away from you.
Yeah.
And I've had 1, but I'm so chuffed that I've had that one.
Yeah, it's codling, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. Of course, there was a year, probably 3 years ago, that was the only codling that size, if not smaller, I had all year.
Yeah.
So, you know, things swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
The trouble is, we live too far away, don't we?
Yeah.
You know, if you lived in Grimsby or whatever, you'd be bloody laughing.
Yeah, you would, yeah. Right, mate, it's been enjoyable fishing with you, and hopefully we'll be able to do it again.
Right then, mate.
All right, mate.
We'll get packed up.
Thanks for the story corner.
Yeah, not very good one this time.
Nah, it's all right, mate. 100-yard paddler, Ray Mays.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we'll give it a good go to get a cod, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, yeah. We have, mate. We'll do it again. Right. Well, this is the end. I've still got my hand warmers on. I've got the second lot on now. I gave John a set because he's run out. He needs to get 2 more and get bigger ones. But it's been a really nice afternoon come night. I got here at 12 o'clock. Time now is 9:45. John's putting his dog bowls and everything away. So by the time I get home, you can add another well, you can add 3/4 an hour on me packing up, and then you can add another 50 minutes on getting home. So it's going to be midnight. The wife's done me 2 ham sandwiches, so I'll put some filling in that. I'll put the sauces and that, whatever I want. And she's bought some lager, so I'll have a couple of lagers, and take some more tablets at 12 o'clock and get in bed and get tucked up to the wife's bum, so it's nice and warm in my hot water bottle bed. So yeah, it's enough about that. We don't want to be talking about bums, do we? And I've enjoyed myself. I've had a codlin. I couldn't think of another fish that I could catch that would mean more, really, to be honest. I could have caught a whiting or a dab or a flounder or an eel, but we didn't. I caught a codlin. John caught a codlin as well. They caught a 10-pounder down there. Can't believe it. He must be well happy. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, drop us a comment, give us a thumbs up, and the torch, yeah, it's far better than what I thought it was at the beginning, on the basis that I paid 138 quid. So I'm chuffed about that. Go check out AliExpress if you can, if you want one. But look at more reviews and stuff. I aren't reviewing this for Fenix. I've bought it because they wouldn't send me, well, nobody sends me stuff like that, but Flextail are good. You know, they've sent me a couple of bits, and I only accept bits. I'm rattling on now. I only accept bits that I actually gonna use. I don't want stuff for the sake of having stuff. But if there's any manufacturers out there want to send me a big fat tired battery bike so I can get down Spurn Pine, feel free to do it, because I ain't got £1.5 grand or £2 grand for a bloody bike like that. It's unbelievable. But we're not getting into all that. We'll talk about that in a rant about electric this and electric that later on in another video. Thanks for watching. I'm shutting up because the wife's in the corner saying, will you shut up, Vernon, because you're rattling on. And see you later, John.
Right, mate.
Yeah, righto, mate. And that means see you later, Vern. It's good night from me, and it's good night from him. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in on. Right, do you want any tips on catching?
Yeah.